by winning that contest with the Axis, you actually won airplay on iHeartRadio. Am I correct?
Yeah, we won airplay, and we honestly met a really cool guy. Dude, it's crazy. So I have a theory. I meet all my important people I'm supposed to meet when I'm pissing, bro. Like, it's ridiculous. I was in the bathroom, and I was humming our song before we went on set, and I thought Guapo walked in. And so because someone started humming it with me. And I was like, okay. And then I figured out it wasn't Guapo because he came in after that. And I was like really weirded out. So he came out and he was like, why'd you stop singing? And I thought it was just some random dude that just knew our song. But he ended up being a pretty big rep in iHeart. And he paid like close attention to what we had to do, what we were proving that night. And he kind of fell in love with it. You know, he's a busy man, but it was just really cool to see someone of that level take interest in you, you know, because you do so much work and you already know that you have what it takes to be that way. But just for someone to recognize it just means the world. So,
what do you think that iHeart Airplay is going to mean for you and your brand?
Oh, it's going to mean a lot. Exposure is everything in the music industry. You know that. So it's like once we hit that, I think a lot of people will fall in love with our sound because it's different. It's not something you hear every day, and you're either going to love it or hate it. I'll tell you that. So no in between. I don't think so. Because we're such a distinct voice and like group together. Me and Guapo. Even our singles are very diverse from a lot of people, but yeah, I found out a lot of people either love or hate my music. So,
and for anyone who might be watching this interview who isn't familiar with when you say Guapo,
yeah,
who are we talking about there?
Guapo is actually my only signed artist to my record label, Progression Records. We're an independent record label, and he's honestly my family. He's my little cousin, and it has nothing to do with that, I promise, because I could put him on stage right now, and I could prove that it has nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I really believe in this kid. I believe in his work ethic. I think he's a freaking knucklehead sometimes. You know, I just want to... I want to slap him up sometimes, but you know, he's just a young kid. He's only 18 years old, and his talent is through the roof, and his drive is even further through the roof. So
something tells me he wants to slap you around a little bit.
Oh, bro, we all. I mean, you want to slap me most of the time. So,
I do.
Yeah, so it's really just a whole slap contest that we got going on.
So we talked about iHeart and kind of your involvement with them over the past couple of months. That's pretty new, right?
Oh, brand new. Yes.
Brand new. So I expect we'll be seeing a lot more of that kind of campaigning going into the next year.
For sure. I mean, if any artist watching knows that radio play is one of the hardest things to get in contact with, bro, because the music industry is already flooded with anyone that can, with really good artists and really bad artists, and it doesn't matter these days. If they pop, they pop. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people just go by noticing like big numbers and stuff, or like TikTok blowing up. So for an artist to get that exposure, or at least a connection where you can talk to them, or at least a window, is like huge in the industry, because their emails are out there, but they don't check them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could email iHeart 50 times, but you're probably not going to get a response until they make eye contact with you. You know, so yeah, that's a new venture that we're going towards, and I think that we'll pull strong to keep it.
You're also working on something that's pretty different compared to the rest of the artists that you're kind of competing with in this same space, correct?
Yeah.